Good morning, students. So last class we calculated your third problem. So in today's class, let us go on with your fourth problem. Okay, so from the following data, prepare a statement showing the cost of production and profit in the books of Omega Stove Company for the year ended 2014. So you have stock materials, that is your opening stock. So opening stock, you will take it under your direct materials and you will add it. So stock materials, that is 31st December, which is your closing stock, which will be taken under your direct material and it will be deducted. So wages will go under your direct wage. Factory expenses will go under your factory overhead. Completed stock, it is nothing but your finished goods. So finished goods, opening stock of finished goods is nil. So you need not worry about it. Purchase of materials will be taken under your direct material. Factory rent or taxes will be taken under your factory overhead. Power, it is used under your factory, so again it will be taken under your factory overhead. Establishment charges, it is related to your office, so it will go under your office and administration overhead. And your completed stock, which is called as your finished goods, that is your closing stock of finished goods, which should be deducted after your cost of production or production cost. That is the amount they have given. When the amount is given, what you have to do? You have to take your cost of production per unit and divide it. Then you will have number of units which should be deducted from your finished stock. Okay. So coming to the next thing, the number of stoves manufactured was 4,000 and sales was 18,90,000. Sorry. Okay. So the number of stoves which is manufactured is 400 and the sales amount, that is your selling price, is 18,90,000. Now what the company wants to quote, all these till here, whatever the question is, that is for your cost sheet. Those are the expenses to manufacture 4,000 stoves. Okay. Now the company wants to quote. It doesn't mean that, it means that is quotation. The company wants to quote means this is the code word, this is the hint they are giving. That time you should understand this is for quotation. Okay. So quotation is for 1000 stoves they want to prepare in 2015, and in 2015, that is in the quotation, what they are doing is they are expected to increase the price of the material by 15%. That is, the cost of the material will be increased by 15% and the wages will be increased by 10%. Okay. Now prepare a statement showing the quotation price as so as to earn the same percentage of profit on turnover as during the 2014, assuming that the overhead cost per unit will be same as in the previous year. This is what it says. Now what you have to do, you have to prepare the cost sheet and the quotation. For the cost sheet, as I discussed, this is till here is for your cost sheet, and from here all these things will be for your quotation. Okay. Now I have solved the problem. This is your cost sheet. So under your cost sheet I have taken all these things. That is your direct material, direct wages, you will have your prime cost. Factory overhead, 3 items are there. I've just added it. I will get my factory cost. After that, office and administration, I will have my production cost. In production cost, please remember your closing stock of finished goods. Here what it says, in problem it says 4,000 units manufactured and sold. It clearly states 4,000. In this problem it says, listen here, stoves manufactured was 4,000 and sales was 18,90,000. That means this 4,000 units is manufactured and sold. So there is no need to deduct the units. This is what I have written here. Okay. Yes. Now because that's the reason I am not taking here. Please understand, in this problem it says only 4,000 units is manufactured and sold. So it clearly states, okay. So you need not deduct it. Okay. So now I have taken the amount, I have taken the total, which is called as production cost of goods sold. Now under your selling and distribution there is nothing, so I am just writing it nil. So the total cost, the same thing, the production cost of goods sold is also called as the total cost because there is no selling and distribution overhead. Now sales they have given you, it is 18,90,000. So from 18,90,000 you will deduct your total cost. From this you will find out your profit. Okay, this is your cost sheet. Coming to your quotation, they said your direct material is increased by 15% and direct wages is increased by 10%. This is the only change. Okay, so coming to your direct material, they have told you 15% there is increase. So you will take your cost sheet per unit, which is 206.5 plus 15%. You will have 2,37,048 paisa. 48 paisa. Next is your direct wage. Again they have said you 10% increase. So 237.5 plus 10% of that, you will have 261.25. After that you will have your prime cost. So your prime cost is 1,498,725 and 498.73. So factory overhead, they have not, in this particular problem, they have not mentioned anything. So that means what you have to do under your factory overhead, under the points to be remembered, you have 2 points. The first point says when the units is given, then what you have to do, you have to take the formula which is actual factory overhead divided by actual number of units produced into estimated number of units produced. The same thing I have taken. Here the factory overhead is 1,75,000 divided by 4,000 units is produced into what is the estimated number of units, which is 1,000. So you will have the answer of 43,750. So you will divide it by 1,000, you will have your per unit charges. So that is called as your factory cost or works cost. After that you will have your office and administration overhead. Under this point also, under points to be remembered, the under fourth point, the first point sub point should be taken. What it says, when the number of units is given, then this is the formula to be used. What is the formula? Actual office and administration overhead divided by actual number of units produced into estimated number of units produced. So you will have 1 lakh, that is your actual office overhead, divided by actual estimated number of units produced is 4,000 into estimated number of units produced is 1,000. So you will have 25,000. You will have your price, production cost or cost of production. Selling and distribution overhead is nil. So the total cost, you will add everything, you will have the amount. So in this particular problem it says the same percentage of profit as your cost sheet. So what is the formula? Profit divided by total cost into 100. So what is profit? 1,89,000 divided by total cost is 17,01,000 into 100 gives you 11.11 percentage. So 11.11 percentage, what you have to do is, you will take it on this particular amount. So what you have found out, you have to take it on total cost because your sales is not yet found out. You have to find out your sales by adding the profit to total cost. So on 5,67,475, if you add 11.11%, then you will have 63,046. Okay. So when you take the total, you will have your sales. This is your fourth problem, that is your Omega Stove Company Limited. So going to your next problem, which is your fifth problem, which is very, very, very important. You can find different adjustments here. Okay, under your fifth problem, following are the particulars for the production of 2,000 sewing machines of Shashikala Engineering Company Limited for the year 2014. So the cost of material will be taken under your direct material. Manufacturing expenses will be taken under your factory overhead. Rent, rate, insurance will be taken care of the office person. So it will go under your office and administration overhead. General expenses also will be taken care by the office. So it will go to office and administration overhead. Wages will go to direct wages. Salaries which will be taken care of office people, so it will go under your office and administration overhead. Selling expenses will go to selling and distribution overhead. Sales is your selling price or sales. Okay, so the company plans, quotes, it's all one and the same. Estimates, estimation. So till here, whatever they have given will be taken for your cost sheet. So cost sheet, what is your units produced? 2000 sewing machines. Coming to your estimation, the company is planning to produce 3000. So the estimation is for 3000. Okay. So prepare a statement showing the price at which the machine would be sold so as to show a profit of 20% on selling price. So what it says, for your quotation you have to take 20% on your selling price. Okay. Then the following additional information is given to you. So the price of material is expected to rise by 25%. That means your cost sheet price of direct material plus 25% you will be doing. Next is your wages rates are expected to rise by 10%. Again your cost sheets wages plus 10% you will do. Manufacturing expenses are expected to rise in proportion to the combined cost of material and wages. Now tell me, what is combined cost of material and wages? Is nothing but your prime cost. So prime cost, how you will get? Direct material plus direct wages plus direct expenses. In this problem, there is no such direct expenses. So the total of direct material and wages is called as prime cost. Okay. So your selling expenses per unit will remain the same. What it says, selling expenses per unit will remain the same, is nothing but the cost sheet selling expenses per unit will be taken same. No increase or decrease. Other expenses remain unaffected by the rise in output. Other expenses remain. Other expenses means factory is given, selling is given. Only office and administration is left out. So that other expenses is nothing but your office and administration overhead. What it says, it is unaffected by the rise in output. How much ever you raise your output, but still the amount is same, total will be same. So let's start solving this problem. It is an easy problem. If at all you understand, students, it is very easy problem. The most important thing is you have to practice. So once you practice, what happens is you love the subject and you will start working out by yourself. That time you will have an idea. For all these things, the main thing is you have to work out. So the fifth problem I was discussing, that is your Sashikala Engineering Company Limited. So the production units, that is your cost sheet. I have done your cost sheet. So cost sheet is for 2000 units. So direct material I have taken, direct wages, you will have your prime cost, factory overhead. After that you will have your factory cost, office and administration overhead. I am taking the three items. I will have your cost of production or production cost. Selling and distribution overhead is given. So the total cost, profit and sales, your cost sheet is done because it is directly given in your question and you have solved enough problems under your cost sheet. Now coming to your quotation, important thing. See, quotation to produce, how many units they have asked us to produce? 3000 units. Okay. So your direct material, it says it is rise, there should be a rise of 25%. It means 160 rupees plus 25%, where you will have 200 rupees. Okay. direct wages, it has been increased by 10%. So 240 rupees plus 10%, you will have 264 rupees. After that, you will have your prime cost. After prime cost, your factory overhead. Under your factory overhead, what it is saying, you have to take under the combined cost of direct material and direct wages. This is what it says in your question. So under points to be remembered, the first point says if the output is given, if just the output is given. The second point says if any additional information such as direct material or direct wages are combined is given, then you have to take it. Then what will be the formula? Actual factory overhead divided by actual prime cost into estimated prime cost. So actual factory overhead is nothing but your cost sheet's factory overhead, which is 2 lakh, divided by what is your actual prime cost, 8 lakh. What is the estimated prime cost? 13 lakh 92,000. You will have 3 lakh 48,000. Divided by 3,000 units, you will have 116 rupees. After that, your factory cost or works cost has been calculated. So you will take the total of this and you will have the answer. Office and administration overhead, it says, remains the same. Remains the same is nothing but they have not mentioned it is only per unit. They have just mentioned remains the same. It is nothing but you will take the total amount, which is 3,60,000 as it is without any changes. So 3,60,000 will be taken, divided by 3,000, you will have 120 rupees. So you will have your cost of production or production cost. After that, selling and distribution overhead. It says your per unit will be remained, same thing. So per unit is nothing but your selling and distribution overhead per unit is 60 rupee. So the same 60 rupees will be taken because it says only the per unit charges will remain the same. So 60 rupees into 3,000 when you do, you will have 1,80,000. So after that you will have your total cost. So total cost is calculated. Then now it is a question. They have told us to calculate the profit on sales. Now we do not know the sales because only the total cost has been known factor. We do not know the sales. So what you have to do that time? So working note calculation 1, calculation of profit. So we do not know what is sales. So what I will do, let sales be 100. So what they have asked, 20% on profit will be 20% on sales. That is, what is 20% on 100 rupees, which is 20. Okay. Now you will minus, you will deduct it and you will have your total cost, which is 80. Now you have to put two columns. One is your profit and another one will be your total cost. So profit, when the profit is 20, your total cost is 80. Now we do not know what is the profit, but your total cost is 22,80,000. Your total cost is 22,80,000. That time what will be the total cost? Let me repeat. You have to take your total cost and profit. When the total cost is 80 rupees, your profit is 20 rupees. So when your total cost is 22,80,000, then what is your profit? You will cross multiply. When you cross multiply, you have to find out that is 20 into 22,80,000 divided by 80, you will have 5,70,000. So you have to take 5,70,000, which is your profit. So how will you reconfirm? That is, when you take the total of total cost and profit, you will have sales. They have told only 20% on sales. So I will just calculate 28,50,000 into 20%. You will still have 5,70,000. Okay. So students, hope you understood this. If at all you have any doubts, please do message or call me. I will teach you again. Okay. So this is a verification what I have done. But this is the working note which should be done for all the problems. Okay, that is how you will find your sales. Let me repeat once again. Calculation of profit. In the question they have told you, you have to calculate the profit, that is 20% on sales. But in this particular problem, we do not have sales. The sales is not given. We just know the total cost. That time what you have to do, you have to do your working note. What I have done, because we do not know the sales, I have just taken sales as 100. Okay, then your profit is 20% on 100 is 20. Then your total cost is 80. Okay, after that, when the total cost is 80, your profit is 20. When the total cost is 22,80,000, then the profit is question mark. You will cross multiply. You will have the answer 5,70,000. How will you verify it is correct? You add it to your total cost, you will have your sales. On this sales, when you take 20%, you should have 5,70,000, which should match. That is how you will verify. So, okay students, in today's class we solved your 4th problem and your 5th problem. Hope you all understood. And I can observe that many of the students have not yet seen my 3 videos, past 3 videos. That is, your new chapter is not yet seen and been updated in your notes. I got to know by seeing my view. People who have viewed, I can just see everything on YouTube. People who have viewed, I know that. People who didn't yet see it, I can get to know things. Please, I'm requesting everybody to watch the videos. The losers will be only you. If at all you don't see the video, who is losing out the thing? It is only you. I am not losing out anything. It is only you who is losing out the knowledge. I am telling you. Again, I am telling you, please watch my videos and update your notes. I want your completed notes. Once we finish the chapter, I'll ask everybody to come and submit the notes. I can see many of the students have not yet come and submit the notes. I want everybody to come and submit it. Okay. So thank you students. Have a great day. Bye.